Ayan, hello. I think you can hear me na, no? Hello sa inyo. What's up, guys? Ayan. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me, I think dito sa aking OBS. Thank you, Queenie. Ayan, meron na. Thank you, Queenie. Yan, so welcome again for another episode of Passionate Conversations where we talk about passion, purpose, and branding, content creation, social media, and also about personal growth. And this episode is another special episode because of, alam nyo naman ngayon, today is Love Month. Today is February. So, tuloy-tuloy pa naman yung kahit tapos na yung Valentine's Day kahapon, no? Tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung celebration natin ng ating Valentine special. And today is also special episode because one of our guests for tonight, hindi, isa lang na naman yung guest natin. Our guest for tonight, maganda yung pag-uusapan natin. This is about parenting. So medyo kakaiba to, no? Kumbaga pag Valentine's kasi madalas natin pinag-uusapan about partners, about boyfriend, girlfriend, mag-asawa. But tonight we will be talking about parenting. But before that, guys, hello muna sa mga audience natin. Hello kay Kelly. Hello kay Louie. Thank you for sa audio natin. Hello kay Mang Emong. Uy, Mang Emong, kamusta? Kamusta Mang Emong from the Middle East? Ayan. And by the way, my name is Kuya Lad. I am your host for tonight. I am your host every week. Ayan. And let us know, guys, where are you watching this live video? Gusto namin malaman kung saan kayo nanonood. And gusto rin namin malaman kung sino dyan yung mga parents na at yung may mga planong maging parents. Ayan. Paki-comment lang dyan, guys, because this episode is for you, guys. And before we call on our guest for tonight, no, don't forget to share this live video para makita rin ng mga friends ninyo, ng family ninyo, ng parent ninyo, especially ng mga parent ninyo tsaka ng mga anak niyo na rin kasi this is for you guys. Again, if you have question, you can comment and we will answer your question later. Just lagay nyo lang yun sa comment section, hahanapin namin yan mamaya and we will be answering your question. And eto na, guys, I think our guest is excited na dahil sobrang kumbaga parang this is makikita natin na this is her passion about parenting. He really loves to empower parent when it comes to parenting talaga. And kumbaga parang meron siyang meron siyang own way on tawag dito, on parenting. Ayun na yung topic natin eh. And guys, let us all welcome and help me welcome our guest for tonight. Miss Genette Buclatin of Let's G with Miss G. Hello, Miss G.
Hi, lad. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Ayan. Kamusta mo naman yung mga natin, Miss G, yung mga audience natin for tonight?
Kamusta po kayo lahat? Belated happy Valentine's.
Okay, natawa lang ako din sabi ni Louie rin, no? Share natin sa parenting group sa sinalihan mo. Louie,
Oh my gosh.
wala pa akong sinalihang parenting group, Louie. Wag mo akong ilaglag, sorry. Ne, yung sinalihan ko, Louie, is yung mga wedding group, ayan. So mamaya, abangan nyo kung bakit ako sumali sa mga wedding group, para magkaroon lang kayo ng context na kung bakit ako sumali sa mga wedding group.
Aminin mo na kasi.
Wag muna tayo mamaya natin pag-usapan niya, Miss. Pero sabi ni Ian, Miss Gio, extra pretty ka daw today. Parang may iba. Pero Miss Gia, gusto ko na rin simulan din tong conversation natin. And ayun na nga rin sabi na nga rin ni Ian, you're extra pretty for tonight, no? And gusto ko simulan natin ng very very light lang yung conversation natin. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, no? Gusto ko lang malaman, how do you spend your Valentine's Day with your husband and your family?
Kami kasi, we usually spend it as a family. Corny, no? Sabihin ko, every day is Valentine's. So, yeah, usually pag Valentine's talaga, we don't go out kasi alam namin na ang haba ng pila sa mga restaurants, madaming But especially now, since because of the pandemic, we don't usually go out anyway. So, we thought mag-order kami ng takeout dun sa isa sa mga favorite restaurants namin. And we invited my husband's brothers and sisters na dun na lang mag-celebrate sa amin. With my mom and dad and my brother. So, mga naman sila, working from home, so safe din sila.
Mhm.
So and the kids. So we just made it a family gathering.
Mhm. Parang ano rin 'no, parang special celebration, parang normal day pero special celebration dahil Valentine's Day then you invite, your other family members, 'di ba, para kumain. 'Di ba? Ano yung favorite
Yes.
restaurant niyo, Miss G? Okey lang naman magbanggit ng pangalan ng restaurant.
Oh, sure. Ano, isa to old school kasi to na ano eh, na restaurant kasi mga lola pa namin yung may favorite na talaga. It's called New talaga no. New Shifu Restaurant in Cavite City.
Oh.
So, nag-order kami ahead, then kinuha ni Al, my husband, kinuha niya for takeout, and then yun, nagkainan kami sa bahay.
Wow.
So, even the oldies can relate kasi alam na nila yung lasa ng food and gusto nila yung
Is
food.
it a Chinese restaurant? Sa
Yes.
pangalan pa lang eh, no? Yeah. Pero it's also talagang parang ang saya rin talaga to celebrate special day. Hindi lang ng Valentine's Day with your family eh, no? And pag nag-gather talaga kayo para kumain, parang doon na lang rin kayo nagkakaroon ng time sa isa't isa to parang intimate gathering with your family members. And going back dito sa conversation natin at saka sa topic natin, we will be talking about strength sighted parenting. And mamaya pag-usapan natin kung ano ba yung meaning ng strength-sighted parenting, no? Baka gusto lang rin malaman ng audience natin, Miss G, no? Kung sino ba si Miss G? Sino ba si Genette Buclatin, di ba? Nakikita natin diyan, ang ganda ng background na, di ba? Let's G with Miss G, tapos you have your parang values dito, family, medyo malabo kasi yung mata ko eh. Individuality, communication, and community. Diyan pa lang, somehow, para makikilala ka namin eh. But, for the sake of our audience, Miss G, can you introduce yourself and what do you do?
Okay, sure. Hi, I'm Genette. Everybody calls me Miss, wow, naka-spotlight. Everybody calls me Miss G. Siguro it started when I started my career. I am I was an English teacher as a first job. By the way, I took up political science, so medyo malayo. But I was an English teacher for a few years, and then I became part of a big company called wag na lang. I became part of a corporation, a multinational corporation, and there I grew into a career in HR and communications. I also became the corporate events organizer and many other things. I spent 25 years in that company. And last year, um, unfortunately, that part of that company closed and transferred operations. So I was transitioned uh, last year into being a content creator. That's when I met the passionate creators, and into my new calling, which is my advocacy of strength-sighted parenting. I am also, alam nyo, obvious ba, multi-potentialite ako. So I'm passionate about many things, but I am also a realty salesperson, and I'm also a small business owner. Uh, I am an aspiring strengths coach. I am a student of strengths, and I believe in it so much that I would like to pursue it as a new path, a new career. So I am enrolled to be a strengths in the strengths coach of GGSC program of Gallup for the end of in the end of February. So, and of course, I'm a mom of two girls, and I'm a wife of one husband.
Yes. So, alam mo, Miss, ganyan tayo dito sa sa passionate creators, mga ano talaga tayo, mga multi-potentialite tayo eh. Pero yun nga, we support kung ano yung gustong gawin ng mga bawat isa. And dahil mong gustong gawin din talaga and talagang learner eh, 'di ba? One of your strength is 'di ba, learner, no?
Yeah,
Ba?
number four.
Number 4 sa top 5 mo. Yan, pareho tayo. Ako number 1 ko naman yung learner eh. Yan. So, ito, Miss, nabanggit mo kanina that you're graduate of political science, no? Um, why do you choose that course?
The learner in me was, kasi ganito, nung bata ako, I wanted to be a doctor.
Mhm.
Kasi my dad is a doctor. But na-trauma yata ako sa heavy sciences when I was in high school. So sabi ko, anything na konti ang science and math. Anong naging sagot? Pol sci. And anything that hindi ko pa alam. O di ba? Gusto kong matutunan siya kasi
Mhm.
hindi ko pa siya alam. So, naging pol sci.
Mhm.
Ayun.
Pero nagamit mo naman siya, yung course mo na yun when you graduated para makapaghanap ng work?
Ah, yung mga skills na natutunan ko sa school, yun yung nagamit ko. But pol sci as a course, it's a special interest of mine.
Mhm, mhm.
I love politics. I mean, I love, watching about politics, analyzing. Uh, pero per se as a job, hindi ko siya nagamit.
Hindi mo siya oo. Pero ngayon kasi 'di ba, you're nandun ka sa ano, parang tawag sorry nakalimutan ko yung ano, yung dun sa isang mong work na sinabi na almost 25 years ka dun. Ano nga po yung naging ano mo dun? Naging work
Ano
mo?
ko eh, actually it's with HR, employee communications.
Mhm.
So partly, oo, kasi it's employee relations, employee communications. So it's dealing with people. May political aspect, pero hindi talaga siya ganun kaswak.
Oo, oo.
Pero yung pakikipaghalubilo sa tao and all of that, yun, syempre, dala ko yun.
Yes. So, ayun. Then, Miss G, congratulations din sa ano, you're taking yung ano, parang ano, yung coaching din na para maging license. License ba ang tawag or parang certified ano,
Hindi,
certified?
Gallup Certified Strengths Coach.
Mhm. Tapos through that din kasi 'di ba Miss G, ito nga nababanggit na rin natin yung about sa strength and yung being a strength-sighted parenting, 'di ba? Paano mo ba siya na come up or ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng strength-sighted parenting for you?
Um, it's actually coming from a book.
Mhm.
So there's a book called Strengths-Based Parenting. It's a Gallup book also. It's by Dr. Mary Reckmeyer. To those of you who are into strengths and know Don Clifton, Clifton Strengths ang tawag natin, di ba?
Mhm.
Uh, Mary Reckmeyer is actually the daughter of Don Clifton.
Mhm.
So their whole family is involved in Gallup. So sila yung mga leaders ng Gallup. So that's why she wrote this book. There was a big study that they did. And what I love about Gallup is they're really based on data. Diba? They love data. And so what got me into it, kasi ako, strengths-based parenting or strengths-sighted parenting, what I like calling it, is looking at your family, your kids, through the lens of strength. Why do I call it a lens? Because on a normal situation, you might be looking at a kid, for example, na laging nagde-daydream as, ay, nako, distracted tong batang to, walang focus, ano ba to, may attention deficit yata tong anak ko kasi kung ano-anong, diba? Dahil lagi siya nagde-daydream. But that kid could actually be what Gallup calls a future thinker. A future thinker is somebody who can be possibly, pag tinulungan mo, baka visionaryong mangyari dyan in the future. Or could be the next Elon Musk or the next Steve Jobs, di ba? Kasi they love to dream about things that will happen to them or to the world in the future. So what I'm saying is strength-sighted parenting is actually helping parents notice what is strong in their kids or the talents of their kids and encouraging them to use it and then helping their children aim it and share it with the world, share it with others, and share it with the world. So, yung premise ng advocacy ko, if you see dun sa nakasulat, no, is individuality because we want to treat each child as an individual. So, if you think of it that way, kasi wala namang manual yung bata. Yung pagpapalaki ng bata at yung bata mismo, walang manual yan. There's advice that you can get from many different experts, but there's no one manual to say, to gauge if you are a good parent, right? So, tanggalin na natin yung pressure na ikumpara yung sarili natin sa iba. Or sabi mo, this person is a better parent, bakit ako hindi ko magawa yun? Diba? Or bakit ako kaya ko yun, ikaw hindi? Diba? Minsan may mga attitude, yung mga parents may kanya-kanyang standards,
Yes.
right? But knowing that each child is different, having that realization gives you a different perspective. It will tell you na, ay teka lang, baka naman hindi delayed yung bata. Baka naman meron lang talaga siyang ibang strength. O baka weakness niya yun. Eh di tulungan mo siyang to go around that weakness. So not focusing too much on the child's weakness. Also, another example, isang bata na makulit. Sabihin natin, kulit naman itong bata to, nakakainis na, hindi na tumitigil. Why? How? Bakit? Ganyan. So, hindi na satisfy sa isang explanation lang. Kailangan dami. Or baka medyo if it's an older child, wala nang ibang tingnan kundi YouTube or, research tungkol sa same thing. But that's a normal lens. Normal yon. But if you look at it through the lens of strength, maybe that child, there is something that they call discoverer. Maybe that child is actually a discoverer. Ang description, curious, explorer, studious, learner, inquisitive. Di ba napakalaking bagay kung ang bata imbis na tawagin mong makulit, tinawag mong tumbatan to inquisitive. It's such a positive thing, di ba? Instead of parang yung kasi makulit, parang wag na lang. Di ba? Titigil, matatameme na lang yung bata kasi na-labelan mo na siya ng negative. Or they would feel bad about themselves also. The other example, itong batang to, pikon, sore loser, iyakin, ganyan. Ayaw nang natatalo. Naging example na to ni Coach Ron din before. No? Yun pala, may competing pala siya na talent. Na ang word doon gusto niya naging winner. O siya yung scorekeeper. Siya yung comparer. Siya yung measurer. No? Meron palang ganun. And yung study ni Gallup tells us, kung may ganun yung bata, encourage them more to do things that would help them hone that measurement skill. Halimbawa sports, magaling yung bata. Napipikon pagtalo sa basketball, halimbawa. Sabihin nyo, okay, mag-practice ka ngayon. Can you outdo yourself? Kung nakakaganitong shots ka in 5 minutes, bukas kaya mo na bang ganito? Or may target ka na i-hit na ganitong goal? Diba? It sets them up to succeed. So, give them small successes and set them up to succeed para ma-enhance pa yung kanilang strength. So, yun yung pinagmumulan. So, one is identify and then we will suggest kung ano yung pwede mong gawin para makakuha sila ng kanilang achievement or small wins. That would hopefully lead to growth. So, yun yung in a nutshell, yung advocacy ng strength-sighted.
Gusto ko yung sinabi mo kanina, Miss Gino, na parang itong strength-sighted parenting is about parang looking at your kids through the lens of strengths. Diba? Kasi kumbaga parang minsan kasi 'di ba nung mga bata tayo or yung mga ilang parents, 'di ba, nasasabi nila na parang nako-compare yung mga anak nila sa ibang mga bata, 'di ba? Na tingnan mo yung pinsan mo, buti pa yung pinsan mo ganto, buti pa yung kapatid mo ganto, or buti pa yung kapitbahay natin ganyan. Kumbaga parang laging nagkakaroon ng standard yung ibang mga parents para mabigyan ng, parang ang tawag dito, hindi nila tinitignan yung sariling kakayanan ng mga anak nila. Instead, nako-compare pa nila sa ibang tao. Which is, mas maganda nga when doing strength-sighted parenting that you are looking at the strength kung ano yung pinapakita nung anak mo. Like for example, yung sinabi niyo mo kanina, inquisitive, di ba? Uy, napaka-inquisitive netong anak ko. So, dapat you think of something para paano pa siya ma-hone or paano pa siya mas magiging strength talaga ng anak mo. 'Di ba? Ang ganda ng ganun. Pero Miss G, paano ba lumalabas yung talent or saan ba nanggagaling yung mga ganong talent or strength ng bata?
Kasi tayo, as humans, meron tayo talagang innate na pattern of thinking,
Mhm.
pattern of doing things, na yun yung tinatawag ni Gallup na talent. So, andun na yun eh. Maliit pa actually, masa-spot mo na. Pero, we just have to train ourselves. Kasi actually, even me, ngayon ko lang to natutunan.
Mhm.
Uh, so, and I always look back, kung noon ba, um, alam ko na to, hindi ba mas maganda para sa mga anak ko? Or even kung magulang ko na alam na nila to, hindi ba mas nakatulong sana? Diba? So, ano talaga siya? Did I answer your
Yes,
question?
yes, yes, Miss G.
Parang andun na siya eh. Yun na yung pattern of doing and thinking mo eh.
Mhm.
It's already innate. Yun na yung nature natin.
Yeah.
And the good thing about this study or Gallup's approach is that it emphasizes that each one of us is different. So, nasa sa atin kung ano yung mapapalitaw natin sa bata or ano yung ma-encourage natin para
Mhm.
ma-enhance.
Yeah. Kumbaga parang ano na lang, no? Tawag dito. Kasi ang iniisip ko rin before dyan na parang yung mga ganong strength or talent nakikita ng mga anak ng hindi ko masabing anak natin kasi wala pa naman akong anak eh. Pero I mean, yung mga anak nakikita ba nila yun sa parents nila or napapanood nila sa TV nila kaya nagkakaroon sila ng mga ganong talent. Pero hindi pala siya ganun. Kumbaga parang minsan na tawag dito, yung mga ganong way lang, it's either na i-improve lang or parang hindi lang hindi lang nasa tamang environment. I mean, kasi kailangan natin siyang nature na natin, na nasa atin na siya nung pinanganak pa lang tayo, di ba? Parang meron na tayong mga ganong talent or strength, di ba? Na kailangan lang i-enhance or maging strength
Palitawin.
o palitawin. Pero pag nasa ibang environment, baka iba yung lumabas. Di ba? Parang somehow baka yung weakness pa yung mas ma-improve. Like yung mga ganon nga na pag yung napapagalitan yung anak, na-compare sa ibang tao. So iisipin niya, na parang uy, that pala ganito ko. So hindi na siya yung natural way of doing things, di ba? And even sa atin, di ba, hindi kahit hindi sa mga anak natin, even sa sarili natin, when we know our talents and we know our strength, kumbaga mas magiging mas magiging easy for us to do things that we love. And kung saan tayo magaling talaga or saan yung strength natin. Kaya imbis na we focus on the weaknesses of yung mga anak, tsaka yung mga weaknesses natin, focus on our strength na ayun talaga yung i-ano natin, i i-hone natin, 'di ba?
Tsaka diba, halimbawa ikaw, kailan mo nalaman na magaling ka sa creatives, magaling ka sa art?
Mm,
Di ba merong nagsabi sa'yo na, uy, galing mo naman.
yes. Mhm.
At tas dahil may nagsabi sa'yo ng ganun, natuwa ka, lalo mong ginawa.
Mhm.
Hanggang sa naman mo, di ba?
Correct. What if 'di ba pag halimbawa sinabi, uy, nag-drawing ka, 'di ba? Tapos may nagsabi na, ang pangit naman ng drawing mo, wag mo nang gawin 'yan, wag na, 'di ba? Parang doon pa lang nasira na yung ano mo, yung parang yung talent mo na hindi mo na siya nahon nung bata. Yeah, pero yun nga, when you kumaga parang kaya nandito yan sila Miss G, sila Coach Ron to help us na ma-hone or ma-strengthen yung mga talents na meron tayo, yung mga natural talents na meron tayo na even kahit hindi natin alam ng mga bata pa tayo. Ako, parang almost ilang years ko pa lang naman din alam tong ganito. Hindi naman,
Mm.
it's not too late for us to know our strength and know our talents. Diba? Pero pinag-uusapan na rin natin, Miss G, yung about sa mga pagkabata, yung sa mga bata. How was your childhood ba? Kamusta, ano yung itsura ng childhood mo?
Mixed. Kasi, hindi, masaya naman ako. I was loved very much. I was happy. Kasi ikaw naman as a child, you don't know what you're missing eh. Until lumaki ka, sabi mo, ay, ba't ako hindi ganun? But sila ganun. Di ba? Doon nagkakaroon ng unhappiness pag na-compare mo na yung sarili mo. Pero as a child, ako, kasi I was the eldest, so 5 years akong hindi nagkaroon ng kapatid. So ako lang talaga yung sa bahay, ako lang mag-isa yung bata. And I was pampered in the sense na hindi ako pwedeng lumabas ng bahay. Hindi ako, and kinakaingitan ko talaga yung neighborhood kids na kapag naririnig ko sila dun sa kalihon sa tabi namin na nagtatakbuhan, gusto ko talagang sumali, nagtataguan sila. hindi ko yun na feel kasi kaya ako awkward sa mga laro ganyan. Kasi hindi ko naranasan yun masyado nung maliit ako. Sa school na lang. Oo. Pero I was surrounded by books. Marami kaming encyclopedia and all of that. So yun yung naging window ko to the outside world. And then of course, there was good TV. Good TV meaning yung mga cartoons na magaganda. Kasi nung panahon namin, mid to late 70s, talaga namang andun yung kasagsagan ng mga magaganda like Sesame Street, Electric Company. Yan yung mga nakita namin as children. Even yung mga evening shows, yung mga hindi naman sa pag-ano sa Filipino, pero yung mga English shows, nahon yung English speaking skills namin nung mga generation ko because of that, because of those shows. So, ano yun, mga Wonder Woman, $6 Million Man, mga ganun. Tarzan, yun ang mga napapanood namin nung maliit ako. But, yun nga, very strict upbringing. So, bata pa ako, nursery up to first year high school, number 1. Because of that, or dahil din sa pag-push ng dad ko, nagkaroon ako ng mindset na dapat perfect. Kasi hindi ako pwedeng umuwi ng may mali sa exam. Napapagalitan ako. So, mag-aaral kami hanggang gabi, as in siguro mga 10 o'clock. Tapos gigising kami ng 4 a.m. para mag-aral ulit. Lalo na pag quarterly exam. 4 o'clock, mag-aaral ulit. Tapos, kapag umuwi ako na may mali, napapagalitan ako. Hindi naman ako napapalo, napapagalitan ako. Pag quarterly exam, 1 o 2 mali, mapapagalitan. Pag 3 mali, parang ayoko na umuwi. Ganon siya. Yung 98 percentile, okay yon. Yung 95 percentile, which is the next rung dun sa ladder, kasalanan na sa Diyos yun. Magagalit na yung daddy ko pag ganun. So, ganun yung naging mindset ko tuloy. Ganun yung naging training ko. Hindi pwede. But, when I was in second year, this is a very significant period in my life kasi talagang nirebeldehan ko sila. So, I was a rebel child talaga. So, I stood up for myself. I stopped studying, as in stopped. I joined the theater group. Actually active naman ako sa mga contest before. But what was instrumental in my awakening, siguro, were these 2 significant teachers. Alam nila to. I always tell them this. Because this one teacher, when I was in my rebel phase, ito yung mentor ko sa theater. So, he showed me a different, kumbaga yung creative side ko na naging outlet ko. Kasi I do declamation . So, lock out niya ako from my declaimer stage. And sa tingin ko, you can act. So, I became involved in theater. So, that's how I got started in theater. And, di ba, iba yung teatro . Nabibring out niya talaga yung confidence, nabibring out niya talaga yung, what was, kumbaga parang, siya na you start questioning things, di ba? Bakit nga ba bawal? Bakit nga ba? So nagkaroon ako ng ganon na lakas ng loob. And then, nung hindi na ako nag-honor, nung quarters nung second year, at talagang I ended up being number 7, which was talagang 1, 1, 1, 1, tapos 7. Talagang yun, hindi umattend ang daddy ko na. Kasi every year, nasa graduation ceremony, di ba?
Mhm.
Hindi talaga umakyat ng stage. Ganun siya katindi. So, ang umakyat ng mom ko or lola ko, basta ibang family member, which
Mhm.
every year siya yun. But I also, in that year, joined the spelling bee kasi maraming mga contest sa school. I joined the spelling bee and this teacher mentored me kasi ako yung nanalo sa school. We went out, we competed sa district, we competed sa, I think we came up to regionals.
Oh.
So, spelling bee champion ako. yung teacher na to, naniwala siya sa akin na sabi niya, hayaan mo na nga yung mga, kasi alam mo yon yung, dahil bumagsak ka, alam mo yung the falling star, na habang nagfo-fall ka, yung mga tao sa paligid mo, naggaganon.
Mhm.
Dahil, siguro dahil ayan, nai-involve na sa boys. Yung parang pinag-uusapan na sa buong school. But sabi niya, hayaan mo na lang yung mga yan. Basta mag-join ka nitong contest. Mag-review tayo, ganyan. So parang alam mo yun, yung na-pick up ko yung sarili ko dahil merong dalawang tao. Hindi lang naman silang dalawa. Merong mga tao na naniwala sa akin. And that's also the time I became more active as a student leader. I was the second year treasurer, which is unheard of yung maging treasurer ka ng buong student council na second year pa lang.
Mhm.
Parang yung usually yung mga matataas sa position, that's left to the third year, fourth year, gano'n. So yung second year, I was handling the funds of the student council. Ako yung taga-kolekta nung aming mga booth during the um, foundation week na meron kaming mga rides, meron kaming mga perya type rides. So pupuntahan ko yun isa-isa kahit gabihin ako and kinokolekta ko lahat ng income for the day for 1 week. So, ang laki ng responsibility na binigay sa akin of that same teacher who taught me yung sa spelling, who was my spelling mentor. So, napakalaking bagay that some people believe in you enough to entrust you with something. And number 5 po ang responsibility. Diba? So, parang ang laking bagay, ang laking pick up sa yung in your confidence na there were people who believe in you. So, nagtuloy-tuloy na yun. Nakabawi naman ako. Naging 3 ako nung third year. Tapos, nung fourth year, naging first ulit ako.
Wow.
my grade school and high school in a nutshell.
Pero parang parang ito nga sabi nga rin ni Carla dito na nakakaano, parang the pressure to OMG, the pressure to be perfect, 'di ba? Nung bata ka pa na. Pero hindi siya naging hadlang then for you. Nagrebelde ka pa nga na parang I mean yung pagrebelde mo, hindi siya naging hadlang para mag-plaque or parang mag-fail ka sa school no. Kumbaga parang naging mo rin siya Naging springboard mo rin siya para mag-top ka ulit or bumalik sa sa ganun no. Pero yung mga na-experience mo ba nung childhood ka, nung bata ka pa, Miss G, nagkaroon ba siya ng effect sa'yo ngayon sa pag-aalaga mo naman or sa bilang parent, sa pag-aalaga mo sa mga anak mo? Dalawa yung anak mo, Miss G, no? Both
Yep.
girls, so.
Oo, syempre naman. Siguro naman lahat ng parents, lahat ng natutunan nila na maganda sa magulang nila, gusto nilang gawin.
Mhm.
Uulitin ko yon sa anak ko. Pero syempre, yung mga na-trauma ka or ayaw mo nang gawin. Diba? So ako, I was the least, ang parent na nagbigay ng least pressure sa anak. Kasi ayoko talaga nung pressure. So, nag-honor sila, pero hindi ko pinush. Siguro if I push them further, baka meron pang na-push ko pa sila, pero ayoko talaga. So, what I did was a deliberate segue na. Ang tanong ko lagi sa kanila ganito, did you do your best? if you did your best and it came out on top, then congratulations, diba? But if you did your best and you came up second place, congratulations also. If you did your best and you failed, okay, huli ka na dito si kay mama. Halika, hug
Ah.
kita. Ganon. 'Di ba? Parang ayokong ilagay sa kanila yung same pressure that I went through. Kasi talaga,
Parang ano rin yun eh, 'di ba? Parang two-way lang rin eh. Kumbaga parang sa atin, sa mga or sa mga magulang natin. Pag meron tayong ginagawa sa mga anak natin na it's either siguro sa hindi nilang gusto, 'di ba? Na parang on a negative way. Parang dalawa yung pwedeng mangyari. It's either yung una doon, baka gayahin mo, parang gusto mong gumante rin sa mga magiging anak mo. 'Di ba? Na ganun din yung gagawin mo. Or yung isa nga like yung ginawa mo rin na mas kinuha mo yung mas ano, kumbaga parang kabaligtaran. Though hindi naman natin sinasabing na mali yung ginawa ng ano ng parents. Kumbaga parang mas nakatulong pa nga siya sa atin eh, 'di ba? Yun yung ano, yun yung point na pangalawa na nakatulong siya sa atin para mas mag-improve tayo na imbes na gawin natin yung mga bagay na hindi makakabuti or makakasama sa mga magiging anak natin. Parang mas sinusupport pa natin kung ano yung gusto nila. Kasi nga, 'di ba? Strength-sighted parenting eh. 'Di ba na tinitingnan natin kung ano yung saan sila magaling. Kung hindi ka man magaling sa ganito, okay, parang ano pa rin, aalamin natin kung saan ka magaling, ano ba yung strength mo, 'di ba? So that's a perfect example of ng strength-sighted parenting, Pero Miss G, nagkaroon ka ba ng mga struggles as a parent? Ano yung and kung meron, kung oo, malamang siguro no. Pero ano yung mga yon? Ano yung mga naging struggles mo as a parent?
syempre wala naman talagang manual eh.
Mhm.
So you only did what you thought was best. Diba? You're inspired by the people and the things around you. So ako talaga, ang number one ko, gusto ko silang maprotektahan na hindi sila, first of all, you protect them from the evils in this world, di
Mhm.
ba? Protect them from, you want them to know what is right and wrong, and you want them to be good people. Di ba? Gusto mo may konsensya sila, may maayos yung pakikitungo nila sa ibang tao. So yun yung pinaka main ko namin na objective, no? Pero in order to do that, of course, we were a young couple. Um, we had good jobs naman, pero it it would always not seem enough 'di ba? Parang laging merong something yan na may sacrifice ka talaga laging gagawin. So for us, syempre yung finances talagang yan. One of the things that we struggled with early on.
Mhm.
Um, Kasi for me, I wasn't the type who would put a limit on experiences uh, because or stop them from doing what they want to do just because ay hindi natin kaya yan. Foolish, some may think, or extravagance, others may think. Pero to me, ayokong sabihan yung anak ko na wag mong gawin yan or you stop yourself from thinking that that is a possibility kung hindi, dahil hindi natin kaya. Kung gusto mong gawin yan and you feel passionate about it and gusto mo talaga, I will find a way to make that happen. Kahit mag-loan ako, kahit gagawin ko talaga.
Mhm.
So, the finances straightened itself out na rin eventually. Ito na towards the end. Pero talagang yun. Hindi ko lang talaga sila pinalaki na may scarcity mindset na they would feel that they want for anything. In fact, hindi kami kasi nagko-compare nga with others. So they never felt like we were not enough kasi parang what you have is enough. Hindi sila spoiled
Mhm.
they're the least spoiled kids. They didn't get everything they wanted. But for example, magpunta sila sa mall. May makita silang toy. Ganito kami sa toys. Hi, toy! Hi, Barbie! Mamaya, say bye-bye to Barbie. Bye-bye, Barbie! Aalis na.
Oh.
So you don't get everything you want.
Mhm.
So, and the first thing I always ask them is, do you need it?
Oh.
Because if you say you want it, so, kasi ganito, Mami, dapat meron tayong ganito. I will correct that. Sabihin ko, sana meron tayong ganito.
Wow.
Kasi sana is a wish, di ba? Dapat is a need.
Yes.
So, pag need, we did our best to fund it. And the things that I thought they need were experiences. So, mapunta kami sa play, mapunta kami sa, hindi naman kami travel, pero yung experience of going to different places, we tried to give them that. Art supplies, books, yung mga ganon yung tinry namin na DVDs of good content, ganyan, good movies. Yun yung provide namin sa kanila. Yung isa pa was time management kasi we were both working. But ang ano ko sa time management is and as a mom, you always feel guilty for not being there for your kids. Pero when we were there, kasi syempre weekday, busy ka. When we were there, I made it a point na si Habi kasi siya yung mahilig magluto. So teamwork kami. Mahilig magluto, siya yung namamalengke, ganyan. Ako talaga nasa bata. We would watch all the shows that they wanted to watch. Nagsimula kami sa Barney. Napanood ko lahat yon. Bigyan mo ako ng storyline, Barney, Barbie, Winx Club, Pokemon. Napanood ko lahat ng episodes. High School Musical, Art Attack na napag-usapan kanina, naalala ko ni bigla. Last Airbender, napanood ko lahat yon. Yung Legend of Korra lang yung hindi ko masyado natutukan. Pero whatever they were into, first of all, I wanted na salain kung tama ang yun o approved ba yung content. But also at the same time, it was our way of being on the same page. So even now, we're also into Messenger. We have a group chat. We stay in touch kahit nung college, nung hindi pa pandemic. We have a group chat na we tell each other kung ano yung nangyayari sa isa't isa. They have IG, I follow them on IG. Stalker mom ako. Parang ano talaga. And I know what's going on. And hopefully, yung isa pang naging struggle, hindi naman struggle, pero yung major decision sa buhay nila, so, from the start of their lives, yun yung talagang kailangan mong pag-isipan maigi na saan ba sila i-enroll na school? Tama ba tong decision na to para sa kanila? And eventually talagang sa strengths kami bumagsak eh. Kasi nabasa ko na nga yung First Break All the Rules in the year 2000. And isa yun sa mga sinabi dun sa First Break All the Rules, ni Gallup din. And that's how I started thinking of strengths na ano nga ba yung hilig? Ano nga ba yung strength nila? So, yung pagde-decide on what school, what course, kasama yun dun sa mga fina-factor in namin before. Mahirap, struggle because difficult yung decisions, pero yun yung mga naging struggle as it is with great.
Yep. Actually, tatanong ko kanina kung kumbaga parang, isn't that spoiling your children? Pero, na-realize ko na parang, iba yung pag-i-spoil sa pagsusupport eh. Diba? Kasi pag when you spoil, binibigay mo yung lahat. Binibigay mo kung ano yung gusto. But when you support your children, bigay mo kung ano yung tawag dito, kung ano talaga yung para sa, hindi ko maano yung term eh. Pero, it's, sa support, hindi mo lahat naman binibigay kung ano yung kasi parang baka masanay din yung anak na pag may gusto, lagi niyang makukuha or kung ano man di ba? Na baka mamaya hindi naman pala para sa kanya or hindi match sa strength niya, di ba? You support kung ano yung talaga, kung ano yung para sa Ang ganda, even though you have struggles, di ba? You kumbaga parang ang yung solution mo pa rin is to is from their strength na yun nga yung parang yun nga sa yung dapat may ganito tayo. Pero instead of saying na ganun nga or kumbaga parang instead na i-spoil mo yung anak mo na oo nga di ba? Kumbaga parang wag yung ganun yung sabihin mo. You instead say na sana mayroon tayong ganito. Parang true words and words are powerful lalo na sa mga bata kung ano yung naririnig nila ay yung talagang nagiging nila interpretation nila Parang ganun eh.
Never naging vocabulary nila yung si ganito merong ganyan.
That's good. Parang wala silang
So,
comparison or ano no,
oh,
nagko-compare sa ibang tao. Wow. Ibig sabihin lang nun, Missy, maganda yung pag-aano mo talaga sa kanya. Maganda yung ano, yung pag-aalaga at saka yung parenting ano mo rin talaga sa kanila. 'Di ba?
you do your best. You do your best talaga. Pero syempre, meron din kaming mga missteps. Meron naman lahat.
Yep.
But you
Mhm.
do your best.
Mhm. Bago ako mapunta dito sa ano, sa next question, Miss G. Ito muna no. In connection din dito sa next question natin. Napag-usapan na rin naman natin about sa parents mo kanina. What do you think or ano yung sa tingin mo yung ano, how would your parent describe you?
Nasabihan ako ng mami ko dati na, sana yung mga anak mo maging kasing tigas ng ulo mo.
Okay, so yun yung sagot, matigas ang ulo.
Kinurse ako ng nanay ko nung high school ako. Kasi nga tigas ang ulo ko talaga. Ah, pero minsan lang naman ako na nagpaalam ng hindi totoo. Or 2 beses. Ay,
Pero
naku.
yun, kinurse ka ng parent mo na sana maging matigas ang ulo. Pero ito na nga, from the next question natin, how would you describe naman yung mga anak mo?
Okay, naku, i-out ko na sila. Uh, hindi ko magagawa yun by not telling you about them, no. Si Tony, my eldest, is 23 na siya. Actually, adults na pareho yung anak namin, ha?
Mhm.
Pero uh, I'll describe them using their strengths. Adaptability, empathy, restorative, developer, intellection. Those are her top 5. She graduated public health from UP Manila, taking up medicine at Ateneo. She is an artist also. So yung adaptability, no, kung ano yung gusto,
Mhm.
um, uh, minsan may gustong ito, minsan yon. So hanggang ngayon, wini-weigh niya pa yon kahit nag-med na siya. Um, Kasi ang hilig niya talagang mag-drawing. Kahit na hindi na siya natutulog, nag-drawing pa rin siguro siya in her dreams. So she loves anime, our family has a love affair with Japan. I don't know why. So nung first year pa lang siya nung college, nagpapaano na yan, nagpaparamdam na, Ma'am, merong program sa UP na pwede kang mag-exchange. Sabi, okay. Tapos second year, nagpo-forward na naman ng mga program. Nung third year, nagpo-forward na naman. Sabi ko na lang, di sige, mag-apply ka. Tingnan natin kung matanggap ka. Kasi it's like a scholarship, meaning UP will sponsor your airfare.
Mhm.
The enrollment will be free. Pero meron ka rin talagang gagastusin doon.
Mhm.
Your living expenses. The dorm is free. Pero syempre, kakain ka doon eh. Hindi
Mhm. Mhm.
covered yun. So, pumasa. So, sabi ko, okay. It means na the consequence of that is hindi ka mag-graduate the same time as your batch. Do you accept that?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes daw. You're gonna be on your own. Marunong ka, dapat matuto ka magluto o malengke, everything. Yes, ma'am, I'm ready to do that. You'll be away from us like 5 months, so almost half a year. You'll be on your own in a foreign country, you don't speak the language. Tinanggap niya. So the challenge was to raise the funds. I raised the funds. And ayun, nung pinuntahan namin siya doon, ibang-iba na siya. She was on her own, marunong nang magbisikleta kasi nag-grocery. You can't go in Japan, stay in Japan without knowing how to bike.
Mhm.
1 or 2 times lang siyang naturuan ng dad niya dito. Bumangga pa sa pader ng nung convention hall namin kasi hindi nakapreno on time. As in, nasira yung glasses sa sobrang pagkaano. So talagang alam mo yon, as a parent, I didn't know if I would let her go, if it's safe, di ba, ganyan.
Yes.
But I had a friend who also went to Japan on a scholarship. We met with him. He told us about the place kasi it's the same city kung saan siya nag-study in the same university. So, kinuwento niya. Tapos, may mga Filipino community naman. So, kumbaga, ako, I did my deep dive para to ensure that she would be safe. And then, she explored that part of her. So, now, ayan siya. She's with passionate creators. And she is actually the one who holds me accountable. Okay? So, ano siya? Restorative, di ba? So, yung pagiging restorative niya, she's the one who tells me, bakit ganyan? Alam mo, pag inutusan ko yan, questionin niya muna, bakit naman kasi ganyan? Kasi dapat ganito, ayan. So, siya yung kontrapelo ko, siya yung kontra sa. So, but, I know that now because of strengths. So, sabi niya, so, ang gagawin ko na lang, di ko na lang yata iutos keton kasi ko kontra yun. But, that's her. That's how, we love her for it. Okay. Also, she's the one who holds us accountable because of public health and her knowledge. She and my dad going through chemo. Kaya ako din, yun yung reason, PC, kung bakit hindi ako pumupunta sa mga big gatherings natin. Yung mga meetups. Kasi, di ba pandemic nga eh. So, dadala ka pa ng So, she holds us accountable for that. Yung big gatherings talaga. For now, hindi talaga kami pumupunta. Jerry naman, our 21-year-old, belief, adaptability, strategic, responsibility, and restorative. Yun yung kanya. She's number 6 niya pa, empathy. Ito yung napaka-empathic na bata. Maliit pa lang talagang, commercial pa lang umiiyak na. Ganun siya. So, and because of that, she has a very big heart for mga lolo and lola, differently abled kids. So when we were trying to find a course for her na sa description, baka yun yung bagay, siya na rin yung naka-identify. Occupational therapy. So she's a junior at US. She's also a dancer. She's also a singer, but she doesn't like to sing. She always loves to dance. And number 4 niya yung responsibility. Siya yung bata pa lang presidente na, almost every year ba, presidente ng class. And presidente ng dance club. And she is also yung type ng leader na kulang na lang bitbitin yung buong bahay. Kung may gagawin na project, bibitbitin niya yung buong bahay para lang sigurado na yung aandar yung project nila. Ayun.
Gusto ko yung yung sagot mo dun sa yung pagkaka-describe mo sa kanila is based on their strength. 'Di ba? Which is kumbaga parang dun pa lang
super aligned talaga.
Yeah, kasi kumbaga through that na malaman mo kung ano yung strength nila, mas makikilala mo rin kung paano sila kung paano sila gumalaw or kumilos. Saka sabi mo nga na parang yung kay Tony pa lang na dahil sa pagka-restorative niya, hindi mo na iuutos sa kanya or hindi mo na sasabihin sa kanya kasi baka mamaya kontrahin ka lang sa mga sasabihin. Pero that helps no bilang parent na malaman mo kung ano talaga yung strength ng anak mo or ano yung talent nila kasi in that way you can support kung ano yung gusto nila. 'Di ba? Not to spoil them but to support them. 'Di ba? Galing ng ang galing ng pag tama ba yung term na pag-aalaga or ano ba yung mas tamang term sa parenting in Tagalog? Pero ang galing ng parenting na lang gano'n. Ayan. Pero Miss G, how did you do it? Or ano ba yung pwede mong maibigay sa mga parents na nanonood sa atin na ano yung mga, siguro kahit 3 tips or 3 advices that you could give sa mga parents on how did you do it or being a strength-sighted parent?
Okay, thank you, lad. Number 1, enjoy nyo lang yung process. Enjoy being a parent. In the recent mga posts ng mga parenting sites, merong mga parents that they're worrying about yung anak ko maitim, yung anak ko may balat, yung anak ko, balbon, baka tuksuhin. You know,
Mhm.
di ba hindi yun big deal. Just have fun with your kids, enjoy them while they're young. There was this wise lady, this is the wife of my American boss, na sabi niya, the laundry can wait, the the dishes can wait. Your kids will only be young once.
Wow.
Enjoy them while they're young. Of course, they will need you to guide them. Habang bata sila, you will be their teacher, you will be their mentor, you will be their guide. When they grow older, like my kids are now, coach na to eh. You'll be the coach, you'll be the accountability body, di ba? But we have to let them go sometime. We can't live their lives for them. So just be there for them. And number two ko is talagang keep the communication lines open. So be the person that they would want to talk to if they're in trouble. Be their safe haven. Alam mo yon, yung pag in deep distress ka na, in deep trouble ka na, alam mong may tao na sasalo sa'yo. So, kung ikaw, as a parent, ikaw yung laging nagiging nanunumbat or nagagalit sa anak mo, sa tingin mo, tatakbo sila sa'yo pag they're in trouble or baka sa kaibigan na lang. Diba? So, just keep it open. Keep encouraging them to share things with you. The best compliment that I have from my kids talaga is really when they tell me about things na hindi ko na ina-expect na, uy, buti na lang sinabi niya sa akin. They feel free to talk to you about things that bother them. And you start that young while just keeping the communication lines open. No holds barred. Hindi ka nandun para pulisin sila. You just be there to listen and then maybe later to give advice. Uy, parang mali yung logic. Or parang you be the one to point out certain things. But also hold them accountable kasi my kids, they get timed out. Nung maliit sila, hindi naman yun yes lahat eh. They get timed out. They get put in a corner pag hindi talaga sumunod and mali talaga yung ginawa. But they know that after that comes the hug. They will say sorry and they will tell me how they will tell us how their day was. So, naging namin yung open communication. So just keep working at it. Keep asking. And maraming ng paraan ngayon. Kung hindi masyadong masalita yung bata, may group chat, may text, diba? May YouTube, yung ibang mga parents nag-TikTok, diba? Yung yung makakarating, yung makaka-reach sa kanila ba? Kung saan sila makaka-relate, then try to reach them through that. Kasi sometimes you soften them up muna by having this mababaw muna na conversation so they know they can talk to you, diba? And the last thing would be focus on their strengths. So try to just hone in on what they're good at. Kasi if they keep coming to you and you keep pointing out what they're good at, diba? Isn't it wonderful to be talking to a parent who's always focusing on what you're strong at and help them win in something. Small wins every week, may target or may activity and ano yung halimbawa si makulit na child, si developer, si competing na child, no? Saan ka nanalo ngayon? Diba? Or anong competition meron next week? Or pataasan tayo ng points basketball mamaya. Just keep going at it and these things, being a parent, this will pass eh. Kasi there will come a time that they will leave the nest and they will start their own families. So, yung time that we have with them is precious. This pandemic was so stressful for many of us, but you will come back to it and say, ay, naging super close kami ng family ko yata. This pandemic, diba? And it will just keep going at it. I know, kanina may parent ako nakausap, sabi ko, di ba minsan CR lang yung pahinga mo, kumakatok pa sa CR. Pero it will pass. It's something that yung pagod mo, marireplenish yan bukas pag nakatulog ka na. Pero yung muka ng anak mo kapag siya ay napagalitan mo ng masyadong harsh, or yung mukha ng anak mo kapag meron kang ginawa or sinabi na nakapagbababa ng self-esteem niya, matatandaan mo yun. And yung feeling na yun, baka matandaan niya pa pag nakita. So let's leave positive memories and positive reinforcement for our kids by focusing on this.
Wow. Grabe no, hindi pa ako parent pero syempre preparing for pero ang dami kong natutunan sa inyo, Miss G. Lalo na itong binigay yung 3 advices, 'di ba? For parent, like yung number 1 is to enjoy being a parent. Diba? Just be there for them. Diba? Number 2, yung parang ito yung isa rin sa maganda, yung keep the communication open. Na gusto ko yung naging point mo dito na pag nagkaroon ba ng galit or parang hindi magandang saloobin yung anak mo, kanino ba siya lalapit? 'Di ba dapat sa'yo, ikaw ang una niyang lalapitan as parent para makapag-open siya. And we can only do that by keeping our lines open to them. Kasi 'di ba minsan nakikita ko rin sa ibang mga sa ibang mga sa iba na pag halimbawa nakikwento rin sa akin ng mga friends ko na pag magsasabi sila ng uy, mami, look at my grades on taas. Tapos mamaya sasabihin ng parents, mami, man ako kausapin, meron pa akong ginagawa sa phone. Parang may mga ganun, di ba? Kumbaga parang, make some time for your children, di ba? Para syempre nagkakaroon din kayo ng relationship with each other, na good relationship. And lastly, yung focus on their strength. That is the important thing. Kaya nga natin ito pinag-uusapan, yung strength-sighted parenting, because we want to look our kid sa lenses ng strength eh. Diba? Yun nga yung sabi mo kanina na kung ano yung strength nila, support them on what they are good at. Diba? Help them with what they are good at. With that, pagkakaroon ng ng magandang relationship with our children. Wow, grabe. Sobrang values ng tinuro mo sa amin, Miss G. And I know, marami ka pang ituturo, lalo na sa mga parents, diba, na gusto rin talaga magkaroon, or paano ba nila malalaman yung strength ng mga anak nila, and how can they have the strength-sighted parenting. And with that, Miss G, where can they find you, or do you have any may mga gusto ko bang i-promote sa mga audience natin?
Okay. Well, I have a page. It's here. Let's G with Miss G. Mainly, I post on Facebook. But that also has a accompanying IG account na hindi ko masyadong napapansin pa. I think our talks are also available on YouTube, right, lads?
Yep.
Passionate Creators. Coming up, Coach Ron and I are coming up with a workshop. That would be a strength-sighted parenting workshop, incorporating the Gallup assessment for those na 10 to 14. But if younger, we're going to teach them also some techniques on how to spot the strengths of their kids. So tentatively we have it scheduled March 21, but we'll make an announcement kung yun na yung confirmed date.
Yes, yan. So sa mga parents diyan and sa mga children din, baka may mga nanonood sa atin ng mga bata, you can invite your parents for the workshop of Miss G, no? Kasama niyo si Coach Ron, one of our resident coach, strength coach, si Coach Ron Magsalin. Yan. And if you are interested, guys, to that, or kung may mga kakilala kayo, just kindly type in or comment, let's G. Yan, comment nyo dyan yung nakikita nyo naman yun sa background ni Miss Let's G. So, if you're interested sa ganyang workshop. And, Miss G, do you have any last words na gustong sabihin sa mga audience natin?
Well, parenthood is really a big responsibility, but it's also the best thing that can happen to you,
Wow.
to a parent. So our kids are precious. We want them to grow up to be good people, responsible people, develop into reach their potential. So let's do our best by helping them discover their strengths.
Wow. Thank you, Miss G. We really appreciate you for accepting our invitation dito sa ating passionate conversations. Thank you again for guesting. And before we end this talk, gusto ko muna kayong i-invite sa mga upcoming events natin. Okay, unang-una dyan guys, this is a free event by the Passionate Creators Community. How to ultimately create video content that people will watch. So sa mga nagba-vlog dyan, sa mga gustong i-pursue yung vlogging, we have a special guest, Real Talk Darbs. Kung kilala niyo si RTD, no? Siya yung may-ari rin ng RTD Vlogging Academy. This is on Tuesday. Tomorrow na pala to, no? 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is free para sa mga members ng ating Passionate Creators Community. Kung gusto niyo mag-join dyan, just kindly, nandyan sa ating description, dito sa ating live description. And you can join, hanapin niyo lang yung Passionate Creators Community. You can join that event for free. And this February 20, 2021, kung nakikita nyo kung paano namin nina-handle at minamanage itong live namin, this is because of yung tinatawag na OBS. So, it's a broadcasting software. So, more on that dito sa ating do-it-all digital live streaming for creators. So, if you are a creator na gumagawa ng live streaming for your game, for may nag-webinar ka or anything na gusto mong i-live, Facebook, you can use OBS. And how can you use that? Ituturo yan sa atin sa ating masterclass ni Brian Orjales. Yan, I know he's watching, no? Si Brian. Hello, Bri. So, that's on February 20, 2021. Hanapin nyo lang sa aming post yung registration dyan. You can check that out for more information. That's 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Next week na po yan. And lastly, guys, ito kakapasok ko lang, bagong-bago. Bagay na bagay rin for Valentine season. No? If you're planning to get married, or engaged na, no? If you want to learn the basics of wedding planning and the things na kailangan mong i-consider sa pagpa-plan for your big day, this webinar is for you. Getting Married in the New Normal. This is in partnership with Alinea Events Management. This is on February 28. That's a Sunday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. via Zoom again. The webinar price is sobrang sulit nito, 500, and maraming ituturo dito yung Alinea.
Oh, wow.
Na kung may mga kakilala ka, ikaw Miss D, kung may mga kakilala ka na gusto na nagpa-plan magpakasal for the new normal, napakamura ng ating starting price ng initial offer ng Alinea. Ayan. And of course, syempre hindi ko makakalimutan, last na lang guys, is yung ating PC Master Camp Batch 4. This is a 3-night, actually 5-night to. Kasi in between the March 23, 25, 27, nagkakaroon ng consultation and gathering pa dyan. This is about the strengths, the personal branding, visual design, and about content creation. On those 5-day or 3-night na Master Camp, we will be talking about all of these things. And hindi lang yon guys. Hindi lang naman to more on a serious topic. This is more on a fun event para sa ating lahat. So if you're planning to do your personal brand, you want to hone your strength, and to create a visual design and a content for your page, this is the Master Camp for you. And yun lang yung ating mga upcoming events. Again, Miss G, thank you very much for accepting this invitation. And I hope to see you next time, guys, sa ating another episode of Passionate Conversations. Ay, hinahanap ko lang yung script ko eh. No? Pero yan guys, thank you so much for watching this Passionate Conversations. We will see you next week. Always remember to activate your passion and activate your purpose. Have a good night everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you, Miss
Thank
G.
you.
Thank you again.
Thank you.